Hey everyone, this week our founding question was, upon what foundations are U.S. public schools built? So I came up with the following three questions. First question I came up with, how can I encourage my students to pursue more education beyond my classroom? Um, my goal as a teacher is to build a foundation of a love for learning in my students, and I want my students to continue building upon that foundation even after they're out of my class. So, how I figure I need to handle that is by teaching them lessons and values of education to all of my students. They need to see the benefits that occur when they pursue more education. Um, I'm open to more subjects. I'm actually surprised this question didn't get more discussion on the discussion board. But the next question got a bit of answer. What can I do to nurture individuality while keeping my class together in their lessons? So, as we all know, everybody can learn or does learn at a different rate. Some students can grasp topics very easily, while other students will struggle. So, Tiffany Young suggested in the discussion board to let those students help each other. Those that understand the concept better can help the students that are struggling. Um, some students might possibly need some extra attention and be struggling with a subject. I really have to remind myself that I can't hang up the entire class just because one or two students are struggling, but instead I will need to find a variety of options and ways to help them so that they can keep up with the rest of the class. My third question I wrote up today, this week, was why has the education system evolved in the direction it has over the past 200 years? I like what Robert Hayes said. He says, I think that in the beginning the intentions were good, but politics and other factors have changed it so much from what originally was set out to be. And you can see that how there have been people who have put their own personal interests or beliefs into the systems that it has caused such changes to happen. We saw what Thomas Jefferson had planned for education when he was in charge over 200 years ago. Um, so I need to remember that these focuses, that change is good, but we need to focus those changes on the needs of the students and not on the wants of the parents and the administrators. Make sure that it is really for the benefit of the students and not just for someone's own personal belief system or own personal gain. And of course, as always, we can pray for confirmation for whatever questions we may have. So if any changes are coming up and you're feeling uncertain about it, it doesn't hurt to pray and find out what Heavenly Father says about the issue. The original intentions that were planned for our U.S. public system, Thomas Jefferson mentioned it in the reading this week, that he wanted a kind of a diverse education, and I noticed how he had favored those that were smart and desirous to learn, those who really could pick up the knack. Du Bois wanted to make sure that black folks, after they had been emancipated, were able to get the same opportunities in education that white folks got. And we noticed that he had some different ideas that Booker Washington mentioned, but he wanted to make sure that they were able to still get the same benefits because they could recognize the importance of an education. And so that's my video for the week, and look forward to your comments.